Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, I know. Hold on. Let me try that because I came in way excited. Hi. Hi. Okay, introductions again because the last one, for some reason, okay, forget about, okay. For some reason, the last one recorded without sound and I had a problem with that. So I have to redo this one to make you guys feel better. So once again, for the introductions that you didn't hear last time, number one. Number one. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's Zay. Hold on. Xavier Zay.
What it is?
She thinks she ghetto part time.
Don't.
That's
Don't, okay? She don't even know. You don't even know. I will whip your motherfucking ass.
you
Not
ghetto,
funny
but you
fucking
doing
ghetto.
organic chemistry homework. Word. That's Amber. Amber, say hi. That's enough for you. Now back to me because I'm a big deal. That's what I said in the last one, but you guys didn't hear me. I'm pretty much like a big deal. My name is Morgan. Um, the name of this video is the PEEVS That Pet Me because we're talking about things that, really chap my ass. Things that, really get under my skin. They really get under my skin. And so we're going to go around and each of us are going to give pet peeves. Um, One of my biggest pet peeves ever are things that don't make sense. I'm really smart, so they're gonna try to tell me I'm ditzy. I'm not ditzy. I'm actually very, very, very intelligent. There's Amber. Don't listen to them, okay? So things that don't make sense, like number one, um, Superman. Okay, I'll start with Superman. Like he can catch bullets with his hands and stop trains with his body. But every single time, I feel some type of way about this because they make him look like a little bitch. Because every single time somebody throws a chair at him, he ducks like he's afraid. Like, dude, you just caught like a bullet in your teeth. You were just like on that bitch. But then somebody throws a chair at you and you're like, like no, what's the problem? And Alcoholics Anonymous or like drug users anonymous or like crackheads anonymous, that kind of thing, like the anonymous like support groups. Anonymous would be the wrong word to use because what's the first thing you do when you walk in? First thing you do, you say, hi, my name is blah 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 blah. So doesn't that just like delete all of the anonymity from life right then? Like, I'm not an anonymous crackhead anymore because the rest of these 30 crackheads who are sitting here in this room thinking that we're all anonymous, I just told them my name and they just told me theirs, so we're not anonymous anymore. Does that make sense? Okay, and the third one,
Excuse me.
stuff like how abbreviated is such a long word. Did this thing stop just now?
No. Probably not.
It did. Look, I'm stuck like this
I
on
bet
the
you
screen.
it's before. I bet you it's before.
Okay, well,
Hold on.
words like abbreviated, like abbreviated is a really, really long word, but the definition of abbreviated is a
I sure can.
a word that takes the place of, a shorter word that takes the place of a long word. Like abbreviated is like 40 letters long.
Okay.
Like, what's the deal with that? Like, what's going on with that? Why is abbreviated such a big word?
And it's a big one too, so you can't miss it.
That's one of my pet peeves. Okay, and okay, another one of my pet peeves. We're in college, and so we go to the cafe to eat. And one of my big pet peeves is people who come out of the house dressed like they didn't have a mirror, or dressed like they got dressed in the dark, or like they let their 4-year-old little sisters put their clothes on this morning. I understand everybody has personal style, and I understand that everybody has a bad day every now and again, but some people take it overboard. And it just makes me mad because it's like, do you have friends? Because if you had real friends, like friends that really cared, they wouldn't let you walk out the house looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whose friends just let them walk out the house all like misguidedly dressed, Whatever. Not saying that I have like the best personal style ever because I am very unique in the way that I dress. I really am. All I'm saying is why? Like, just pay attention, And I want to be a dork because, I see my glasses falling. I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm sorry. So, Amber we'll let her speak now because sometimes we have to just be like, that's enough for you, and like hey, we have to be like, hey Amber, okay, that's enough for you. That's how we have to do her sometimes.
Yeah.
But right now I'm gonna let Amber talk and tell you her pet peeves while Zay's doing organic with an N, organic chemistry in the back, but she's like super ghetto, whatever. Amber.
So, I was going to call you Facebook, but I'm sure we'll post it there too.
Probably.
Hey, YouTubers. How you doing? Anyway, I have some pet peeves that you may not agree with, and screw you, but these are my pet peeves. Number 3.
Hold on, screw you.
Don't call me with the wrong number. And then you say, can I speak to Tanya? And I say, Tanya doesn't live here. This isn't Tanya's phone. Don't ask me, am I sure? I'm so positive that Tanya is not here because this is my phone. And because this is my phone, I know that Tanya doesn't live here.
You want to give like a demonstration? Okay, this is how this happens.
All right. Hello?
Hey, I'm looking for Devontae. Can I speak to Devontae?
Sorry, Devontae. There is no Devontae.
Yes, it is. This is Devontae's number.
No, this is not Devontae's number.
Who are you? Because I call him on this number all the time. Like,
Pause the scenario. This is where you get cussed out. Bitch, this is not. Look. And that's the end. Okay, number 2. Tattoos. Ladies and gentlemen of the web, don't do things that you think make people think that you love them. Okay? Your mama don't want a cross, a dove, and her name on the center of your right titty. Excuse me.
And
right
please
titty.
don't get your grandma name tatted under
Right
your
titty.
Thug Life tattoo.
Or
you got Thug Life across your chest, and you got Rest in Peace Grandma like right below the nipple. Like,
or don't get your your daddy's name, miss you, wish you could have been here in my life type shit. Like, don't think because you put it over your heart the shit means something. It don't. It just means you is ignorant. And don't go and get your birthday.
And girls who get tattoos all over their chest, when you get like 60 and all this starts to sag,
They gonna be at your crotch.
Right.
all these stars that you got thrown across here is gonna be hanging at your belly button.
You're gonna look like the Big Bang Theory. Stop it, okay? And just because you got stretch marks now that don't add to the design of your tattoo, don't get those colored in. You know what? Pet peeve number 1. Do not, under any circumstances, under any black pen circumstances, YouTube circumstances, under any Tamagotchi circumstances, anything, dare come to my house as a friend of somebody else's friend, and because I actually take your shoes off at the door, you ask me for a pair of socks. That is not my problem. If your feet are messed up,
you should have had a pedicure.
You should have came with some socks.
You just don't want to visit. You just don't want to visit.
don't want to be in here.
Put your shoes back on
Don't
and
think
go to the door. I'm
about to give
socks.
you a pair of my socks. Not my long socks, not my short socks, my footy socks, my toe and heel color socks.
And people, these are pet peeves because this is stuff that happens, like stupid laws, like
stuff that
you
bothers
can't
me.
bathe your tiger on Wall Street during business hours. That's because somebody did that. Did you know that was a law? Go look it up because it is a law. You cannot bathe your tiger on Wall Street during business hours. Those wouldn't have to be laws if people didn't do them.
And you know what else? It's bad enough that I have washing machine and dryer gnomes living in my shit, still in my socks anyway, and you want to come by and borrow a pair?
People don't know that at night, those little bushes, I'm sorry, this is off topic, but I think people should know that at night, like, those little bushes that line people's houses, it's midgets that live in there at night, and you better watch out because they're coming for you.
Because I'm one of them. 4'11" and vicious.
No, it's some really midgets. Like, they're really a lot smaller than that. I'm so serious. Have you seen, like, on Family Guy, the evil monkey that lives in his closet, in Chris's closet? Yeah. It's like little evil midgets who live in the bushes that line people's houses under their windows. I'm so serious.
Okay, now some real stuff. Blackberry Storm.
Blackberry Curve.
I don't know how to work it, so if anybody can give me some comments on what to do.
Where you at?
Thanks.
Right here. I don't know if you can see
No,
me.
put it down some. Blackberry something. Yeah,
Curve.
A curve.
Yes.
Yeah,
An idiot went from a dumb phone to a smartphone. I went from Alltel Scoop to Blackberry Storm.
If you don't know what the Scoop is, it's the equivalent of the rumor.
And
the first one.
And the storm is raining on me.